Paul Nguyen from the Dana-Farber Brigham Women's Cancer Center and Harvard Medical School. I'm a radiation oncologist. So the talk that I presented yesterday was about the Decipher genomic classifier in biopsy specimens. So the Decipher genomic classifier is a 22-gene genomic classifier that was developed in radical prostatectomy specimens to determine who's going to develop metastases after prostatectomy. And this has been used in the post-operative setting to help guide therapy. But the purpose of this study was to see whether we could use it in the upfront setting when patients have gotten just their biopsy and haven't yet decided on treatment, and to see whether based on the biopsy we could use the Decipher score to predict what patients' metastasis rate was going to be and whether or not they were going to die from prostate cancer. And so this was a multi-institutional cohort of 175 patients who were treated with either radiation and hormone therapy or radical prostatectomy. So there were 100 radiation and hormone patients from the Dana-Farber, and then there were 75 radical prostatectomy patients from either Johns Hopkins or the Cleveland Clinic. And what we found was that the Decipher score, which was taken from biopsy specimens, was able to predict and differentiate the risk of metastasis. And Decipher can be a low, intermediate, or high score, and metastases broke out by low, intermediate, or high Decipher score, with the highest Decipher score patients having a 23.4% risk of metastasis at 5 years. Of course, you can find this out from NCCN risk groups as well. Risk groups also stratify patients, and so the question was whether the Decipher score would add to what we already know from clinical variables, and on a multivariable analysis, it does. In fact, on multivariable analysis, when you adjust for PSA, stage, and Gleason score, the Decipher score was the only thing that was statistically significantly associated with metastases. And it improved the C statistic, which is what we use to predict for metastases. So it improved the C statistic of being able to predict for metastases from about 0.65 to about 0.75, which is a big gain. And the other thing we found was that it predicts for prostate cancer specific mortality. We only had 11 prostate cancer deaths, but the Decipher score was able to predict on univariable analysis for who's going to die of prostate cancer. In the high-risk group, 9.4% of patients died from prostate cancer at 5 years. In Decipher low and intermediate, 0% died from prostate cancer at 5 years. So then the next question is, how are we going to use this information? We know now, based on this, that the Decipher may add to clinical variables from the biopsy in predicting outcome. I think the hope is that you could use it in different ways for different risk groups, that for low-risk patients, ideally, you could use it off of a biopsy to figure out who should get active surveillance and who should get treatment. But the caveat really is, from this study, we're not ready to quite say that yet, just because we didn't have that many low-risk patients, and all of these patients were treated. For intermediate-risk patients, I think in the future, we'd love to be able to say, maybe when you're deciding if somebody's going to get radiation, you might be thinking about whether or not they're going to get hormone therapy. And hormone therapy has a lot of side effects, and so maybe patients who have higher Decipher scores you're going to give hormone therapy to, maybe patients who have lower Decipher scores you're not going to give hormone therapy to. In the high-risk setting, the hope would be maybe higher Decipher scores, you're going to be intensifying the hormone therapy, maybe definitely giving them long-course hormones, maybe thinking about docetaxel, maybe thinking about enrolling them in a trial that uses novel therapy. I would say right now we need to do a little bit more work to get to that point. Right now we've shown that it's a prognostic biomarker, but we need more work from randomized trials. We need to reanalyze randomized trials that treated patients in different ways in order to determine whether it's an excellent predictive biomarker, one that can help us to determine which treatments patients should get. And so that's the future direction of this research, is basically to look at this score in completed randomized trials so that we can really understand how to best use it to predict which treatments we should be giving our patients. I think one of the biggest challenges we are still facing today in prostate cancer is understanding exactly which patients to treat and which patients not to treat. And we've done a lot better now with clinical variables and MRI helping us to understand that. But we still have quite a ways to go, and quite a ways to go in terms of incorporating genetic markers to really perfectly predict which patients we should treat and which patients we shouldn't. Right now the genetic markers are helping us a lot, and they're giving us a lot more information, but I think we continue to need to make improvements in that area.